At 4:30 in the morning, the world outside is silent, still wrapped in darkness. But inside this home, silence is not peace. It is the sound of everything about to change. The deployment notice lies on the kitchen table, illuminated by a single flickering light. For a soldier, this moment is not dramatic or loud. It is painfully quiet. This is the hour when reality sinks in. Every heartbeat seems to echo through the room. She stands by the window in full uniform, watching the first hint of dawn push through the sky. In just a few hours, she will leave this world behind. Her home, her family, every memory that has ever brought her comfort. This is not the beginning of war. This is the beginning of separation. And in that silence, a soldier must face a truth most people will never understand. Freedom begins with sacrifice. Uniforms are made of fabric, patches, rank, and name tapes. But what the world cannot see is the emotional armor a soldier must put on before stepping out that door. Beneath the crisp uniform lies a storm of emotions: fear of the unknown, pride in their duty, love for the country, and worry for those they will leave behind. This is the moment where strength is not shown through muscle or weapon, but through restraint. She closes her eyes and inhales deeply, not to calm herself, but to lock away everything human inside, every tear, every doubt, every thought that could weaken her resolve. Because soldiers are not trained to run from emotion. They are trained to carry it silently, with dignity. On her shoulder, the flag is stitched in thread. In her heart, it is stitched in blood. There is a moment rarely captured on camera. The moment before goodbye. A soldier stands at the doorway, one hand on the frame, the other holding her duffel bag. Behind her is everything she loves: family photos, the smell of home, the warmth of familiar voices. Ahead of her lies duty, danger, and the unknown. No words are spoken, because in this moment, words are too fragile to carry the weight of what is happening. Her child watches silently from the hallway, confused. Her partner stands still, holding back tears. This is not just stepping out of a house, it is stepping out of one life into another. A soldier does not say goodbye with words. She says it with courage. A uniform is standard issue. A flag patch is regulation. But for soldiers, these are not symbols. They are promises. As she secures her vest, her fingers pause over the flag stitched to her arm. It is not perfectly ironed. It is worn, faded, touched by countless missions before hers. It represents every soldier who stood where she stands now. Every life lost so that another could live free. In this moment, she is not thinking of politics or strategy. She is thinking of responsibility. The responsibility to carry forward a legacy of sacrifice. She tightens the straps, stands taller, and becomes part of something greater than herself. This is not just her mission. It is her chapter in the story of a nation. The quiet ride to the airfield is one of the most emotional journeys a soldier will ever make. No words are spoken. The world passes slowly outside the window. Schools, playgrounds, familiar roads, each one a memory she must carry with her. The hum of the vehicle is steady, but her thoughts race. Will this be the last time she sees this town? The last time she watches the sun rise over this landscape? Deployment does not begin overseas. It begins here, on this road, in this silence. In the moment, a soldier must accept that their life is no longer entirely their own. She doesn't cry, not because she is not afraid, but because she has already accepted the cost of wearing the uniform. At the military base, time seems to slow down. Families stand behind security barriers, clutching onto every last second. This isn't just a goodbye, it's a moment suspended between two worlds, the safety of home and the uncertainty of war. A soldier steps toward her loved ones for the final embrace. She holds her child tighter than ever before, not out of fear but in silent apology for the moments she will miss. There are no promises of safety, no guarantees of return. Only the quiet strength in a whispered, "I'll be okay." In this moment, a soldier must do the hardest thing of all, not face the enemy, but walk away from the people she fights to protect. Children do not understand deployment, but they understand distance. A young girl clings to her mother's uniform, begging her not to go. The soldier kneels down, hands trembling slightly as she wipes away her child's tears. Her heart is breaking, but her voice remains calm. She cannot show fear, not here. She speaks with strength, because this moment will be remembered forever. This is a different kind of battlefield, one where victory is measured not in territory gained, but in love left behind. And as she stands and turns away, she doesn't look back. Because if she does, she might not be able to walk forward. With each step toward the aircraft, the world grows quieter, as if reality itself is holding its breath. The sound of boots on concrete echoes like a drumbeat of destiny. Soldiers march in formation, faces hardened, eyes forward. They do not walk in fear, they walk in purpose. Behind them are the lives they built. Ahead of them lies whatever fate decides. There is a point, just before the ramp, where a soldier crosses an invisible line, from civilian life into the warrior's journey. It is not a dramatic moment. It is a solemn one. Because once the boots leave American soil, a soldier knows they belong to history now. The aircraft roars to life. The metal ramp vibrates beneath their boots. Inside, the cabin is dimly lit. Red lights cast long shadows across determined faces. In these final moments before takeoff, something changes within every soldier. The inner voice that once whispered doubt is replaced by a single truth. I am ready. They are no longer mothers, fathers, sons, or daughters. They are defenders of a nation, guardians of freedom. The roar of the engines isn't noise, it is transformation. And as the aircraft lifts into the sky, every soldier leaves behind a piece of themselves, so the rest of the world can remain whole. As the plane ascends, the land below becomes a distant memory, patches of green fields, tiny roads, rivers glistening in the morning light. A soldier looks through the window, seeing not just land, but life, the memories, the laughter, the sacrifices that led to this moment. There is no guarantee of return. Yet, instead of fear, there is peace. Because a soldier does not serve expecting comfort, they serve expecting challenge. The sun breaks over the horizon, and with it, a silent vow is made. No matter what awaits me, I will not falter. This is not the end of a story. It is the beginning of one. The aircraft levels off into smooth silence. Inside, there is no cheering, no conversation, only the quiet awareness of what lies ahead. Each soldier is alone with their thoughts. Some close their eyes and see memories of home. Others stare forward, imagining the mission. This silence is not peaceful. It is preparation. It is a moment where every soldier must find their inner why. Because when the real battle comes, it will not be strength or skill that keeps them alive. It will be purpose. In the dim light of the cabin, some soldiers begin writing letters. Words meant to be read only if they never return. These letters are never dramatic. They are simple, honest. Tell my daughter I am proud of her. Do not mourn me. Celebrate me. Each sentence is a silent acceptance of sacrifice. These letters are not about death. They are about love. Love so strong that a soldier is willing to face the unthinkable, so others never have to. As the plane descends into a foreign war zone, everything changes. The soldiers feel it in their bones, the subtle shift from peace to danger. The aircraft doors open to blistering heat and unfamiliar terrain. The smell of sand, fuel, and tension fill the air. Soldiers grip their weapons tighter. There is no applause, no ceremony. This is not an arrival. It is an entry into another world. A world where survival is not assumed. It is earned. The squad gathers under a camouflaged netting as the commanding officer steps forward. His voice is steady, but his eyes reveal the weight of responsibility. Every word of this briefing could be the difference between life and death. Maps are laid out. Intel is reviewed. Not one soldier looks away. This is not a training exercise. This is the real thing. And every soldier knows their choices from this moment forward will define their legacy. As darkness falls over the base, silence becomes a sound of its own. The night is alive with distant artillery, radio chatter, and the occasional thud of helicopter blades. Soldiers lie in their bunks, wide awake. Every shadow seems to move. Every noise could be danger. This is the first night where sleep is not rest, it is strategy. Because when dawn comes, every soldier must face the battlefield not just with strength, but with a mind unbroken. In a corner of the operations tent, the commanding officer studies satellite images alone. His soldiers see him as unbreakable, but leadership in war is not glory, it is burden. Every decision, every call he makes, holds lives in balance. The weight isn't in the stars on his uniform, but in the silent question he must answer every day. If my choices lead them into fire, will they all return? In war, command is not about being in charge. It's about being responsible for those you lead, and those you may lose. A soldier's first call home is never casual. Behind the satellite phone is a trembling heart hiding behind steady words. I'm okay. I'm safe. But every soldier knows their family can hear what they're not saying. Because this isn't a normal call. It's borrowed time. Every minute is precious. Every laugh, every promise, every I love you becomes part of the armor that protects them from the fear that tomorrow, that phone may fall silent forever. In war, soldiers do not choose their families. War chooses them. Bonds are formed not through blood, but through sacrifice. The soldier beside you is not just a comrade, they are your lifeline. When fear rises, you don't fight for yourself, you fight for them. In the civilian world, the word family means comfort. Here, it means survival. And the moment a soldier realizes this truth is the moment they stop fighting as one person and start fighting as one unit. Fear in battle is not loud. It does not scream or panic. It is silent. It hides in every heartbeat, in every breath before a mission. Soldiers don't eliminate fear. They master it. They carry it with discipline and purpose. Fear is not the enemy of the soldier. It is the proof of their humanity. And when the time comes to step into danger, it is not the absence of fear that defines them. It is the courage to move forward despite it. The base awakens before dawn. The air is cool, but hearts race with heat. Soldiers tighten their gear, check their rifles, and secure their helmets. Every click of a magazine, every strap pulled tight, is a reminder that mistakes are not allowed. This is not practice. This is a real mission. There will be no second take. As the patrol vehicles roar to life, one truth echoes in every soldier's mind. From this moment on, every step could be the one that defines their life, or ends it. The moment the convoy leaves the safety of the base perimeter, everything changes. The horizon looks the same, but every shadow now holds potential danger. The atmosphere thickens with silence. Radios crackle softly as soldiers scan rooftops, roadsides, and ridgelines. Every heartbeat aligns with the rhythm of the engine. They are not traveling. They are entering the unknown. Preparation is over. This is the front line, and anything can happen next. A shout breaks over the radio, suspicious disturbance on the roadside. The convoy grinds to a halt. This is the moment soldiers train for, absolute stillness before chaos. The bomb tech examines the area. Every soldier holds their breath. One wrong move could change the course of every life in this convoy. In these minutes, time stretches. Fear is real, but control is stronger. No panic, only precision. In a split second, chaos. Gunfire erupts from the ridgeline. Bullets whip past, kicking up dirt. Soldiers return fire in controlled bursts, every movement a direct response to years of training. Adrenaline floods their veins. There is no time to think, only act. Orders are shouted, smoke grenades deployed. The enemy has chosen this moment to strike. But they've underestimated one thing. U.S. soldiers have been preparing their whole lives for this exact moment. A soldier is hit. Instantly, the medic rushes forward, sliding across the dirt under gunfire. This is where courage is born, not in fighting, but in saving. The medic's hands move with lightning precision, tourniquet tightened, pressure applied, morphine administered. In this moment, the battlefield becomes a race against time. It is not just a fight against the enemy, but a fight against fate. The squad radios in coordinates. Moments later, the sky roars to life. A U.S. Army Apache helicopter slices through the air, unleashing suppressive fire on enemy positions. The ambush is broken. The valley trembles with force from above. Soldiers on the ground feel a wave of relief, not victory, but survival. The message is clear. You may attack us, but you will never break us. The injured are stabilized and lifted into a medevac helicopter. As the rotor blades spin, the team forms a protective perimeter. Every soldier watches the helicopter rise, not in awe, but in determination. This moment is a vow. No one gets left behind. Even in chaos, the U.S. military's greatest weapon is its unity. Where one soldier falls, 10 more stand ready to carry them home. As the convoy approaches the base gate, emotions are mixed. There is relief, there is fatigue, but there is also reflection. Today, they survived. But survival in war is not rest. It is preparation for tomorrow. Weapons are cleaned, reports are filed. And somewhere in the back of every soldier's mind is a quiet question. How many more days like this will there be? In the silence of night, long after the noise of battle fades, the real war begins, inside the mind. Every soldier remembers the moment bullets cracked overhead, the face of the man they carried onto the helicopter, the sound of his breathing. These memories are not weaknesses, they are scars of courage, reminders of what it means to walk willingly into danger for something greater.